Okay, so here's my next modification, getting ready for the little touring trip I'm going to be taking. I have created a little custom backrest so that my pillion passenger can be a bit more comfortable on the back and relax with something to rest up against. This is fully removable and adjustable, so it's just a seat pad, and then I've got these little brackets which have been bolted in. This is just rough draft at the moment, so it's all going to get trimmed down and neatened up with some black spray paint, and we're going to cut the bolts down to the right size. But I've put some holes through the rack just from one side to the other, which match up with the two screws on the back of the backrest. You'll notice that the backrest has these little slits in, which means you can undo it slightly and lift it up higher or lower to whatever is more comfortable for your passenger, and then tighten it back down. So really simple. Again, will be nice and easy to just remove when I'm not in need of it. At the moment they're silver, but I'm going to spray those up. As I said, I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, my old beans, so what I've done with the rack that we saw in the previous video is that I've changed the colour slightly, because it was a bit of a matte finish and it was slightly greyer than the frame of the bike. So what I've done is I've just given it a quick spray over with a high gloss black, like a plastic coat basically, just to give it a bit of extra shine, and this will also match up with the colour that is on the brackets for the pillion backrest that I've put together. The adjustable brackets have all been sprayed up now, so this is going to look really sweet once it's all together, and it's going to make it really comfortable for the passenger when we're touring. And the luggage rack is just going to fit nicely with the colours on the Continental GT. It's all about those little details. It didn't need to be sprayed, it worked perfectly well, but for the sake of a couple of minutes, just one little coat to give it that shine, and it's going to look a lot better. I'll let you see what it looks like once it's back on the bike. So here we go, my old beans. Excuse the noise of the seagulls, but this is the finished rack for the Continental GT. Will also fit the Interceptor with the custom Sissy bar with a little back pad on it for passenger, and some custom brackets. The brackets themselves come from a local hardware store, and they're just L brackets with two holes in one side, so you can move it backwards and forwards towards the passenger's back with those two fixing points. And then the second part of the L shape, you've actually got a slot in it so that you can undo these two and slide it up and down to adjust the height. I thought it would be more important to have fixed points on the back to make it really strong, so that when the weight of the passenger is on it, it doesn't move, instead of having slides, because I felt that maybe with a bit too much weight this might slide back by itself and adjust where the pad is, whereas up and down you're not going to have any weight on the top to adjust it, so it'll be fine. The only thing I haven't done is to trim down the bolts on the bottom, put some nylon locking washers on there to stop it coming undone. I have sprayed both the rack and the brackets with 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of high gloss black, and this is so it matches the frame on the Continental GT, because it was a little too grey, a little too matte for my liking, but I think it's come out really well. And I will put the link in the description to the eBay seller that I got the rack for, and this was designed, the rack, for the Interceptor, but it does fit the Continental GT perfectly. All you've got to do is put 4 bolts on, and the whole idea with this is that it comes off and on whenever I need it to, and nothing is permanent, and that's going to keep everything nice and custom, which is what I like, that Cafe Racer feel, but having the practicality there is also a big bonus. So last thing to do is get this on the bike. thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the content today. If you have, please leave a sub. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. If you're a fan of the Royal Enfield Interceptors or Continental GTs, stick with us for more videos, more accessories. Links will be in the description for anything that I've shown. Have a good day, ride safe.